And
Right.
the
We're
second
now
podcast
recording. Yeah,
for a second time.
of the Take It Flat podcast, right? It's
Since the first one went so well, we haven't. Oh, no, that was awful. All right.
okay.
Finally,
Well,
we get to begin.
We'll trying to get my notes for what I was going to say. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Shit.
The reason for the name Take It Flat, I mean, we said it before when we tried it earlier on, but that could be explained maybe further down the line. I'm just raring to go to talk about Formula One.
I'm gonna make a joke first. I'm gonna make it. Well, it's not a joke. It's more of a funny little saying. With Albon's recent performances, I'm pretty sure he has some sort of explicit picture of Christian Horner on his phone that is he's just blackmailing him for.
Alright, here I've got a joke.
Alright.
Albon is driving very fast.
But I see what you did there because he's not driving.
I don't know. Should we talk about this race weekend at all?
Briefly, because I can't really remember about.
Or should we just stick? Should we just stick to general Formula One?
General Formula One. I think that's easier.
Okay.
Let's just say.
Well, a question that came up earlier on.
All I would say is if Mercedes could perform. If Mercedes could lick Hamilton, more, it's physically impossible for them to lick him more. It's like, Bottas when he wants, a separate strategy. It's like, no, die, go away, sit down, puppy, yeah, good one. But when Hamilton wants it, he's like, yeah, okay, Lewis, yeah, good job.
GG. We get your point. My point is Ricciardo is probably the best driver on the grid. All right, let's move on. All right. All right. So the topic that we tried saying earlier on was about who is the worst driver on the grid. Well, the three worst drivers on the grid.
Yeah.
Rather than talking about the three best, I mean, we might as well start from bottom to top. So the three worst drivers on the grid. Who are you three? Who three again?
It's sort of between Giovinazzi, Albon, and I'm gonna say Stroll, although Grosjean isn't that far off either. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so you're saying else? 1 Gio, 3 Albon. No, Gio 1, 2 Albon, 3 Grosjean.
And I'm tempted to say Vettel's in there this season, but Ferrari are not doing them any favours whatsoever.
Yeah, I know.
They're really not helping.
But I still wouldn't put them in my bottom 3.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd put
bottom 5.
My bottom 3. Okay, 1
if you had bottom,
Latifi.
I forgot about Latifi. Shit, I forgot about it.
2 Grosjean.
Yeah.
And then 3, I then have Gio. But I don't think Gio deserves as much hate. I don't think when people say that Kimi is way better than Gio, I think that's harsh.
I just think
I think they're both ass.
I agree.
I think they're both on a bad level.
I agree with you with Latifi. I forgot about Latifi. Okay, I'm gonna take Grosjean out there and put Latifi in there because Latifi, he shows like in his first.
Why are you not putting Grosjean further down? Grosjean is absolutely horrific.
Yeah, but he's not that much worse than Magnussen.
No, I think Magnussen is definitely better than I definitely say that Magnussen is better than Grosjean.
Latifi, he just the first run in Q1, it's always he's half a tenth ahead of Russell. This could end Russell's qualifying. No, it's just 0.6. Russell just pulls out half a second out of the bag in qualifying.
Yeah.
It's I just don't.
And Albon, putting Albon there, I mean, that's harsh as well. I mean, obviously Albon is going through a bad run of form is maybe a light
going through a tough
way
time,
of putting it.
But
when Gasly he might as well be getting bullied in school.
His mum's in prison for tax fraud,
Oh, it's rough.
I mean, who hasn't done a bit of tax fraud and gone to prison for it anyway?
I mean, everyone said this about Gasly last season.
I know.
You might as well, if this was last season, you might as well be saying the same things.
I know,
how many times did we see Gasly get lapped?
Albon is not going to have a seat. Once. It was once. He got lapped in
No.
Austria, and that was it. It was Austria and Hungary. I don't think he even got lapped in Hungary. I think it was just Austria.
No,
but, you know,
no, he got lapped somewhere else. I remember him getting lapped 2 or 3 times, like in 2.
Like, it wasn't 2 or Max had lapped
2 or 3 times in one race.
Yeah, he's just fighting Russell on pure pace. Like.
Imagine. I think my bottom 3 is definitely way worse than your bottom 3. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but I just think, you know, I think it just was a bit of a shock going from Ricciardo, who could challenge Max all the time, to you know everyone talking, oh, Gasly, he's fucking terrible, or whatever about that. Okay, can we curse? I don't think. Okay, I'll try not to curse. I'll beep that out. With all my editing skills, I'll beep that out with a. I don't know. I'll probably make my own beeping, and like, I don't know, Hamilton moaning or something.
All right, fair.
But I just think, you know, that was a shock. I remember in Austria, the commentators were like ripping him to shreds, like, oh, and who's ahead of Max? It's his teammate, a lap down. And I was like, oh no, they're really doing bits on Gasly here. And now it's just like more or less.
Like, it's fair.
And now it's more or less every race. Oh, where's Albon? Oh, lap down. All right, fair. And now it's Horner's going like, yeah, well, he's a young lad, you know, he's doing well. You know, he's bringing in the points for the team, you know. Like,
scored 1 point since, I think, since when? I think the last time he brought in
since Magello. I think podium was like the last point.
Yeah, that was the last point he got. The last couple of points he got.
I remember on the radio, you know, Horner was like, "Well, you've broken your duck now for podiums." He seemed to have, I don't know, broken his back as well, and with the pace he showed.
He just decided not to do any more. Like, that's me done for the season.
That's my career. It's not looking like he's going to get a drive next year as well. Like,
no, I don't think he will.
You know, go back to AlphaTauri to like rebuild.
I mean, he could, but I think
Tsunoda is going to get the drive, 100%.
Is it Tsunoda or Tsunoda? Tsunoda sounds so much cooler. So much cooler.
It's TSUNO.
I'm.
To
I think you're right. Like,
it's completely ignoring the O in there. Completely ignoring the.
Tsunoda.
That's like me calling you Ja. Alright, Ja. Like,
you're exposing my name to the public world, Sean.
I said Ja. I could have said, you know, Jason.
Shut up, that's hardly it. Like, well, I wonder.
Alright, this is why we need a script. We're going really off topic.
I think because
we're 8 minutes in, and all we've discussed is how shit Latifi is. That's all we've.
No, but like with Albon, I think people were saying this all about Gasly last season, about how it's just unfortunate with timing with it now with Albon, because obviously you have Tsunoda coming up from F2. I don't think they don't have any other junior driver. I mean, they have Daruvula, but he's not really. He did okay in Formula 3. He was the challenger that season, I'm pretty sure. But then, I mean, this season, not so much. I think he's 8th in the championship in F2. Probably just needs another season. But Tsunoda looks raring to go. I think Albon deserves to go back to AlphaTauri just like Gasly did, and I think if looks like Schumacher is going to win the F2 title unless he bottles it. So I think this is the way that Red Bull should do it, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, well, we won't talk about the Red Bull seat, but for the AlphaTauri seat, I think it should be Gasly and Albon, and Tsunoda get his another year in F2 and just win the title.
Tsunoda promoted straight up to Red Bull.
Red Bull, imagine. He just skips first driver ever to do it. That would probably be better. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It might be a weird tactic to go by.
All of Red Bull's problems would be solved if they just gave Gasly another shot at Red Bull. That they would be solved. Because, like, you know, them putting him in AlphaTauri, it's letting him develop. But he's already developed. I think he's 110% ready for that Red Bull again. Like, when he joined Red Bull, I think he was just scared of Max.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Drive to Survive made it out. It made it out as if Max was, like, bullying him off.
I don't think so. I think the car just... I don't know what it is, but like that, it's basically
It is made from Max
twice
and
now
Max
in a
only.
row.
That's
We've seen
that.
it, and maybe it's just made for Max. Maybe the team is just literally built around Max at the moment. It's
Maybe
not
the
even
team
like a
is just
Mercedes
racist. They
situation
don't
where
like Asians, they don't
sort
like
of two
French.
drivers can drive the car. It's literally just one team. Well, not one team. One driver can drive it. I don't know. Maybe race is French.
Imagine they make
And where's Albon?
He's from Thailand.
Where's Albon's like? What national country does he represent again? Thailand. Yeah, maybe they're Thailandish people.
Jack.
Okay. Your Red Bull seat. So we've gone
Yeah.
through the
They've
AlphaTauri.
I think Gasly should be there, but honestly, Red Bull, I think they're. I think Perez deserves a seat, but I think they're going to go with Hulkenberg because if you haven't seen, I'll put a picture up on it with my insane editing skills. But Hulkenberg recently put up a thing on Instagram, and it was him using a Honda rotavator to do his front yard, and I think that's him portraying or using subtle English metaphors and similes to portray that he's going to go to Red Bull, and I think
saw
he
that
deserves
also, but I don't think he deserves it now. I think Perez, like if you're talking about who deserves it, Perez 100% deserves it.
I just want to see
hope
him get a podium.
that it's not. I just hope Red Bull isn't a destination for career deaths. Just that's where careers go off to die. Just you face Max Verstappen and Red Bull just completely favours Max Verstappen over anybody else, and then just
But
decides to screw him.
I think Red Bull are going to go with Hulkenberg though, because when Hulkenberg qualified P3 in the British Grand Prix, after I just remember like watching the post race things, and Max was saying, Max said at some stage, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not surprised that he got that because he deserves to be in F1." I wouldn't be surprised if Max, rang Helmut Marko and was like, "Listen, Hulkenberg, I like him. I like that Donny. Do you understand him on?" I wouldn't be surprised if he's pulling the strings of this as well.
Wait, what you're saying? Max Verstappen doesn't like Mexicans now? Is that what you're trying to say? He's racist towards Mexicans. I mean, for Red Bull themselves, I think it would make a lot more sense to bring in Perez because of the moolah, the cash money. I think he brings in more money than Hulkenberg, doesn't he?
I don't think Red Bull need the money.
Whenever, well, I think it's definitely handy to have it. I don't see why not. Like,
I mean, you'd have to have some
like
fucking
Perez,
ego to deny
Perez,
money. It's like, no, I don't have too much.
Like, Perez is the better driver, in my opinion. I think you think the same. Surely, like, a lot of people...
No, I think...
You think Hulkenberg is better?
Yeah.
Are you off your head? So, their teammates from... It was from 2014. From 2014 to 2016, those 3 seasons basically, and every single season Perez beat Hulkenberg. How can you explain that then?
I'm just gonna look up some facts.
Look up some facts, but like that's true. He beat him every single season.
Perez versus Hulkenberg. The result after 3 years. This is a fully informative.
Okay,
thing.
I'm pretty sure he beat him all 3 years he was at the team.
Okay.
Was Hulkenberg a year? Was he there for a year before him as well? Was he there in 2013?
I can't
Force
remember.
India?
I don't know what.
Alright, get
I
your
think this
statistics.
Nico Hulkenberg versus Sergio Perez 2014, 2016 points.
Yes, that's the main one. Like obviously the one season it doesn't obviously because there's some times where the one season that's not representative, but
yeah,
3 seasons.
I don't know what this graph is showing. This is horrific.
Just look up the standings.
Okay, the standing. Okay, so Hulkenberg. Okay, after 25 races in the same team, Perez had 58 points. Hulkenberg had 94.
Okay.
All right. After 45 races, Perez sort of closed it up. Race 45, Hulkenberg had 164 points with the team. Perez had 155. And then after 57 races, which or 59, this graph isn't moving. If it moved, that'd be... Okay, after 59 races, Perez had 232, Hulkenberg had 218. So he had a better...
There we go.
He had
a
better 26... He had a better 2016.
Yeah.
But I'm going to look up another article.
Just look up the standings of 2014, plus.
Okay, hang on.
Hulkenberg has never, ever, 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 ever gotten the podium. He's a bottler, renowned for it. He's a renowned bottler. The one that comes to mind straight away, Baku, 2017.
No,
Bottled it in the wall. Bottled it in the wall. He clipped the... Remember? I think... I don't remember what turn it was. It was just before
it was
the
the
towers.
castle section. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just before. It was literally the turn in. I'm pretty sure he turned too far to the right to get the angle. And then I think he slapped off the wall.
My God. This is just... Okay, I'm looking up... Okay, I just thought I'd...
Do I need to look it up?
Look at this. I'm just taking 2015 as an example. I'm scrolling through this and it just appears that Daniel Kvyat has outscored Daniel Ricciardo by 3
saw
points.
that as well. Yeah.
And you only see something more interesting. Bottas,
one of his unluckiest seasons,
wrestled that Williams up to 5th place. Can we get it?
Wrestled? What do you mean? That was the 3rd best car in the grid.
Russell can't even get
Felipe
a point.
Massa
and
was
Bottas
washed.
scored 130. He scored 136 points in a Williams.
I don't want to talk about Bottas. I don't want to talk about Ricciardo that much either. Like, we can talk.
And look at Verstappen.
Be a non-biased opinion.
Oh my. Oh, okay. I just found a picture of Max Verstappen. That's kind of funny, actually.
You're talking about wandering off topic, lad. Come on.
Oh shit.
Literally, I'm just trying to... I've asked you what's the standings for the Perez Hulkenberg.
Okay. I need to look that up.
Literally nothing. 2014 battle, standings. What was the standings?
Hulkenberg, 2014. Alright, we should really look this up before. Comparison, Perez versus... There we go. This is looking good. Okay. Results... okay, so Hulkenberg... Okay, so Perez's average start in 2014 was 12th.
I don't care.
Hulkenberg's was 10th. Okay,
I want to know the standings. Just give me the standings. I don't care.
Oh, nice.
Just
okay, so
quick
Hulkenberg... Oh,
representation.
2014, Hulkenberg, smashed him.
Really?
Oh my God. Perez scored 59 points. Hulkenberg scored 96.
Okay,
That's
that's
ridiculous.
That is a
That's a literal threat. Let's see.
Which doesn't make sense because didn't Perez got 2 podiums that season? He got a
Perez
podium in Russia.
Perez finished 14 races.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot
but
more sense.
Hulkenberg only
He
finished
grabbed
16.
2 podiums that season, didn't he? He grabbed a podium in Russia, and he grabbed a podium.
He got one podium.
Oh, okay. It was Russia, wasn't it? It was Russia. To confirm.
I don't like this. I really don't. Russia. Where's Russia? Race. Don't know where Russia is.
Savage. Well, I'm pretty sure. You don't have to look it up. Okay, 2015.
Russia. Perez finished 10th. Don't know where I got this. Okay. He finished Bahrain. He finished 3rd.
Bahrain. It was between Bahrain and Russia, but I just didn't say it. Oh, all right.
Look at this. Hulkenberg just
15. Go on.
Oh,
2015.
Monaco and Canada, the most demanding tracks on the calendar.
Did he get a podium? Did he get a podium? Did he get a podium in them? Was he so dominant that he got a podium? No. Yeah. There we go.
F1
Nice.
career points. Daniel Ricciardo.
Wait, when? What year are you saying?
Just in total, he's got 31 podiums and 1,135 points.
Okay. I don't see why you're doing this. Why don't you just look up
F1 career points, Bottas.
Oh, sure. Like, this is not funny.
Podium's
I don't see how
50.
you're finding it funny. I don't see how you're
Okay,
finding this
well.
funny. Will you just look up Hulkenberg?
Okay, Perez versus Hulkenberg, 2015. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I just Perez versus.
Just look up the standings. It takes like 2 seconds, man.
It's hard. There's no. Fuck. Okay, standings 2015. There we go.
Yes, that's all I need. I don't need a comparison one by one. I don't need you to analyze each race on this podcast.
Okay.
Race by race.
So, as we see, okay, Hulkenberg. Right. Well,
Where did Hulkenberg finish? Where did he finish?
Perez
on?
finished 9th with 78 points. Hulkenberg
Yes.
finished 10th with 58.
There we go.
Right, well. You're acting as if you've just won the race.
There we go. Because I know
2016.
Perez is the better driver, and I know 2016 he beat him.
Okay, Perez got 101 points, finished in 7th. Hulkenberg finished in 9th with 72. Okay, that's a thrashing. Okay. We also need to take into account that Hulkenberg has matured a lot.
Matured a lot. You're saying he's washed, basically.
No, I mean he's like a fine wine. You know,
No, he's not a fine wine. We clearly just showed in 2014 he beat him only through DNFs, by the way.
P3 at the 70th anniversary Grand Prix. That's all I have to say.
Did he finish there? Did he? He got a podium. Well done, Hulkenberg. First podium ever. Or
He was beating Stroll, and then Racing Point were like, "No, we can't have that." And then he was like, "All right, so we'll box this lap for new tires, even though there's 7 laps to go." Come on.
No, that's
like,
they didn't do that on purpose.
We're seeing some very
they did
bad.
that with Perez as well.
We're seeing some very bad vibrations on your tires there. No, I'm being no. We see bad vibrations. Box now. So, all right. Grand.
We've got this big red button to blow up your car. I think we've just we fully showed that Perez drove better than Hulkenberg. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna take into that.
Like
Jeremy
within
Clarkson
those
meme.
within those
You know,
3 years, he got in 2014 he got a podium in Bahrain. He then got a podium, I'm pretty sure, in 2015 in Russia. And 2016, did he get a podium in 2016? He maybe didn't. 2017 he did when at Baku. Like, and for example, like during 2017, Hulkenberg could have got that podium, but he crashed.
Mm-hmm.
He bottled it, and we have a bottler currently in Red Bull at the moment. What's his name? Alex Albon.
So what
For
you're
example,
saying
at
is Red Bull
Imola,
will be just changing one bottler for another. Is that what you're trying to say?
If you get in Hulkenberg, anyway, because I can't remember the last time Perez bottled. Genuinely, so well actually.
He
No,
bottled
actually, I
it
can't.
in I do remember the
Spa
last time he bottled it.
2017 maybe.
Britain.
Britain.
Bottled it, got COVID. Like, bottler. Like,
Oh,
realistically,
yeah,
just
bottled.
don't get it. Realistically, don't get it.
So what you're saying?
Just-
If you were Christian Horner right now, or Helmut Marko,
Yeah.
you'd have AlphaTauri with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously it's sort of confirmed already with Gasly, so you have to have Gasly and AlphaTauri.
No,
but you,
no. If I was Helmut Marko, I would.
I know,
have
but like
signed
just let's just
Gasly
say
for Red
because
Bull.
like Gasly's already confirmed to go to AlphaTauri. So say that's already confirmed, but the rest of the seats you can do. AlphaTauri and Red Bull seats.
Okay, I know what I'll do.
Go on.
Everyone wins with this, right? AlphaTauri, Gasly, and Tsunoda. Or no, Gasly and Albon. I'd leave Tsunoda in F2. I'd put Gasly and Albon in AlphaTauri to see if Gasly beats Albon. Fair enough, go up to Red Bull. With Red Bull, I'd put Kvyat because he's an experienced man. He knows what he's doing. He knows the team, and he's a good base. Think of it, him and Max. They're Max really pissed off Kvyat last time, so it'd be a good time to. With a left right, he'd be a good second driver. He'd be a very good second driver, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, mine would be
Okay. Well,
right. So AlphaTauri, Albon, Gasly, just like you.
yeah.
Then Red Bull.
Copycat.
You'd have, I actually don't think Max is all that good anymore. So we'll get someone with lots of experience in the Red Bull Academy. Brendan Hartley. I want to
We'll get
bring
Sebastian
him back.
Buemi
And
in
then-
while we're there.
Yeah. And then
Dan
Danny
Kickman in there while
Kavia.
Yeah.
No, I hope you're not being serious with Daniel Kvyat.
I'm fully
It's currently-
serious.
Sean, I'm pretty sure Gasly's on like what, 65, 70 points at the moment, 80?
Kvyat's on
And
like 10.
Kvyat's on, yeah, is on like in 20s. He's in the 20s.
Oh, yeah, no,
Literally
he got,
like 4 times more
yeah,
points.
but he's
than-
been but okay, before that win, right? Gasly was consistently like P8, P7, right? Fair enough. But Kvyat was just on the verges of the point. I think he's finished 11th and 12th, like a ridiculous amount of times this season.
Yeah, but
it's-
you saw that with Gutierrez, and where is he? Reserve driver for Mercedes at the moment.
He's a reserve driver for Mercedes who doesn't have a super
Homeless.
license. So if they do need him, he can't fill it in.
I'm pretty sure he's homeless at the moment, so well, look where that got him. I'm pretty sure Brendan Lee has a better chance of getting into that Mercedes than Esteban Gutierrez at the moment.
Like, imagine. I'm sort of just thinking, why are they still paying him? They
Well,
have
actually,
Van
are they
Dorn
paying
who
him?
does.
I don't know.
They're paying
Yeah,
him.
Van Dorn,
He was
yeah.
at,
They do have
he was
Van
at Goodwood driving their car. They're literally paying him to just be there and just be Mexican. Like he's just paying. He must have Toto Wolff must be like under.
That is a trait and a half
heavy
though, to have.
influence.
Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Come on.
Mercedes are just flexing at this point. Yeah, we've 4 drivers. So what?
Yeah, we have 4 drivers. Imagine they got a junior team. That would be pretty cool.
They
Just
had
be
Manor.
named
I don't know why they didn't save.
Well,
They supplied Manor with
that Manor
engines
wasn't their Manor wasn't their junior team, but like it might as well have been.
I know, but they had 2 drivers. They had Ocon and Wehrlein, and I was fully expecting
Verline,
when I was,
I always thought Verline got shafted. I was always like, oh, Verline will be
Yeah.
back eventually. Come on.
You know what happened?
Go on.
Apparently he was offered a Williams seat and he said no.
Really?
Yeah, apparently he was offered a Williams seat and literally he said no, and that's why he parted ways with Mercedes.
And then he went to Formula E.
Look where that's gone. Yeah,
He's sort of not doing great in
loving
Formula
life.
E. That's sort of
Yeah,
annoying.
it's-
Like I don't watch Formula E, but whenever I watch, it's sort of he's not doing amazing. Like he's not dominating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but enough of that Formula E chat. That's like
Actually,
That's
you know,
like-
you know what I'd do? You know,
Yeah.
honestly, what I'd do? Instead of, bringing Sonoda in for Red Bull, I'd bring in Nick de Vries. Hand on
Stop.
heart, I don't know why he's in Formula 2. He was insane.
he had a
After
deal
about
with
4
McLaren
years.
or something. He was insane. He wasn't insane. He was driving against the poorest F2 field, in my opinion, in the last like 3-4
and
years.
Yet Latifi got in. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
Latifi. Yeah, exactly. And I put Latifi as one of the worst drivers on the grid.
I think he would have done. He deserves.
And
better
Latifi
than-
got second.
I think he deserves better than doing the odd WEC or endurance race and doing the odd F Formula E race.
Well, he doesn't do the odd Formula E or E race.
Yeah, he does.
I'm pretty sure he's part of Cheetah at the moment or something. I'm not too sure.
No,
No, not
No,
Cheetah.
he's part of Mercedes. He's part of Mercedes.
Oh, he is. You're right. Along with Van Dorn, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he deserves a seat. I think Albon, like drivers like Albon, actually when talking about F2 seasons, Gasly. Who's the other driver in F2? Well, it was GP2 at the time when Gasly was there, wasn't it? Who was the other one that was contending with him? I'm pretty sure it was Fuoco and Giovinazzi.
It was Giovinazzi. Okay.
Giovinazzi was the main
Yeah.
one. Fuoco was his teammate. I don't think he
judging
was
by that Gasly was nothing special apparently.
Like, yeah, if you judge it off who he had to compete against, that was, I think,
Yeah.
probably the greatest. Well, not the great. It's a bit much. Like the best of all time, like the GOAT. the probably the best grid in the last couple of years was probably 2018.
Yeah,
Russell,
100%.
Albon, Norris. Definitely.
You know, Norris
100%.
in his entire
And you had Nick de
F2
Vries.
and
You had Nick de Vries in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Who's
he
been there
was in
for
Prema.
2 years.
he was a bit Prema and he won the odd race, but like I
Wasn't
think
nothing great.
Lando Norris is a fraud. I know I say Ricardo is, he's genuinely a fraud. In his entire F2 and F1 career, he's only won one race. He won the first race in F2 and didn't
In
win after.
Bahrain, yeah.
Like,
But he still, like, he showed up strong. Like, he was always drove well. Just not, like, well, Russell just sort of,
I mean,
after a
Russell
while
had a really
dominated,
poor
didn't he?
start. He had a really poor start to the season, and then he just
after like
decided
2
just
or
to-
3 races, then just mopped. Literally
yeah
janitored. Like,
yeah just cleaned up like.
it was ridiculous. It was just every race. And then Leclerc, obviously, I mean, he didn't have a good grid, but he was in his rookie season, and a lot of them were in their second, third season, I'm pretty sure, and he just...
Like, I
Again,
sort of
mocked.
knew, you knew Leclerc was special when on his second F2 race he did an extra pit stop and still won in the sprint race. Like,
Yeah, no, he was literally, like, talents and bundle. Like, he had more
like
talent
that was
than all of them.
that was like watching Jesus Christ, just
Yeah,
being
ascend.
resurrected from the
Yeah,
dead.
it
Like,
might as well have been.
resurrected
same-
from the
it
dead,
was the
put into a
same.
Prema, like,
I put it in the same category.
or as like Moses parting the Red Sea.
I'm pretty sure in Bahrain there's actually a holiday for that day. They call it Leclerc
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah, he entered and he's like, oh, Saint Leclerc is here, hello.
I mean, I would. I would.
Yeah.
I definitely would.
If you had a chance to talk to one F2, to talk to one F1 driver apart from Daniel Ricciardo for like 10 minutes, who would it be?
I reckon. Did you ever see that Sky interview with Lewis Hamilton and some kid? I don't know. I think they just got any random kid just to interview Lewis Hamilton.
Just
I don't
like
even
off
think.
the
I don't.
street,
It
like.
was no. It wasn't. He wasn't even a fan. He never watched Formula One. I think he was like from his he was a kid that went
Yeah,
to
he was from
his
his
old
from
school.
his
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it.
He literally asked for his watch, and Lewis was like, "All right." I think I don't know if I'd talk to Lewis. I don't know. I don't know if I talk to
in that
Lewis and then
case, alright.
just ask him for just like, can I have your clothes, please? Just
In that case, I'd be like, all right, Fernando Alonso, do you mind if you'd wear to the interview your Daytona 24-hour Rolex, just out of curiosity.
just show up homeless, mate. Just look look like you got stabbed or something
Pierre
to
Gasly,
the interview.
he's like, all right, Pierre, those are some nice underwear you're wearing. Can I have them?
No,
Casually.
who would I actually interview? I mean,
I feel like I would interview Max, but I reckon he'd just be like, yeah, go away.
no, I wouldn't interview Max. Definitely not.
I don't know, I'd interview Pierre.
I don't think I would. Like,
Or I'd interview-
it's a
or
thing of
interview
it's a thing of
Lewis.
like would you interview Lewis because like he is probably the best driver, or would
I'd
you
interview him to tell him
or-
why I'm not a fan of him anymore. That